Hey there and welcome to episode number 18 of I'm Just Gonna Say It. I'm Aron, still your friendly internet renegade, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about what it means to see. And that might sound a bit vague, but bear with me here. Here we go for number 18. So, what does it mean to see? In the end, and I think most people know this, seeing is not such a direct action as most people think. Because when you see something, all that you're doing is converting photons that are reflecting off an object that are caught by your eyes and upside down. And let's not forget that the image that reaches your eyes is upside down. Then that is transferred into electrochemical impulses, which are then analyzed by multiple layers of your brain and converted again into an image which you think you see. But you must be hearing, as I explain all this, how indirect this whole process actually is. While most people, when they are doing this act, seeing, they think that they are directly experiencing the world. But the opposite is true, as you might realize by now. So when you're looking at things, you're seeing like a third, fourth, or maybe even a 500th representation of reality. It's like an interpretation of an interpretation of an interpretation before it actually reaches your conscious experience, at least. I mean, your brain starts interpreting the signal way sooner, but we are totally unaware of doing that. So and you should think about it for a moment and try to realize what this actually means to your daily experience. So let's go through that again. When you are seeing photons that are coming off the sun usually, or artificial light, are reflected off an object and received by your eyes. Now this light is in a certain vibration which determines which color we think we see. And as this image reaches the eyes upside down, it is processed by the eyes into electrochemical signals which travel through our neurons, through the back part of our brain where the visual cortex is located, and it goes through multiple layers of processing. For instance, the brain looks for patterns, it looks for straight lines, it looks for horizontal lines, vertical ones, diagonal ones, curved ones, and makes patterns out of that, and that is compared to all the stuff that we have already ever seen in our lives. And that way the brain kind of figures out what it is. But this process is notoriously prone to error. This has been proven time and time again. I'm going to give some interesting examples of this later in the video. But so as this signal goes through multiple layers of processing, it is reconstructed into an image. So it's not like a video camera filming something, and well, it is in a way, but it's way less direct even than that. So let's go through a few studies that have been done that show how unreliable our vision actually is. Now, I'm sure you all know the optical illusions of lines that seem to be of equal length, or that seem to be of different length while they're of equal length, or colors that seem to be of a different brightness while they're actually the same brightness. We are all familiar with those, I think, but it goes even further than that. There are some interesting studies which show just how unreliable our observation skills are. For instance, there was this study which has been repeated more than once, where a person at a service desk switches with another person actually in the midway of the process by supposedly getting something from underneath the desk. And in about 70 or more % of the cases, people have no clue that there is even a different person standing in front of them, which just goes to show how observant we really are, I guess. And there are more examples of this. Another famous one is where they show people a video where in the background, for instance, somebody in a monkey suit starts jumping through the video, And again, most people don't even notice that until it's pointed out to them, because something in the foreground is demanding their attention, so to speak. So while we might think that we are seeing everything around us, and that our observation skills and our memory of these things are very correct. So while many people think our observation skills capture everything that happens around us, the opposite is often true. Our attention is usually drawn by something, and everything else around it is kind of ignored by the brain, actually. So all this together should give you a pretty good view now of how unreliable your eyes and your brain, who processes the information from those eyes, really are. And to make it even worse, all of this stuff I'm describing in this video is only applying to 1% of the light spectrum, because after all, our eyes only see 1% of the light spectrum. The other 99% is invisible to us. So this should give you some food for thought to think about what might be happening around us without us being aware of it at all. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Love you all, like, share and subscribe, and please comment if you have anything cool to say, or a question or feedback or whatever. I love hearing stuff. So until next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.